Cliff, first of all, your thoughts a couple of days out from that FA Cup tie at Peterborough United?
Yeah, listen, it's on reflection, performance-wise, I thought we were quite strong in a lot of the game. There was chances afforded to both teams at crucial times, and we didn't capitalise on ours through excellent goalkeeping from the opposition goalkeeper, as Lewis done for us. So it was a really good game, and a game we felt we took to the opposition. We felt we warranted more than the one goal we got on the day, through one reason or another, where it was through the goal being disallowed and the chances that we failed to take. But the overriding sort of emotion after it is quite positive. On reflection, listen, on Saturday evening, it's not so positive because you're being knocked out of the cup. So we were really disappointed from that aspect. But when we delve into the game and how we played, and Peterborough, a strong team in that division, and we felt we were more than a match throughout the game. It was probably a good game for the neutral to watch, if I'm honest.
And so there's plenty you can take from that against a team that is doing so well so far this season.
Yeah, it does. It should whet the appetite for the players, for us to be able to go on and perform at them levels consistently, which we have been doing in recent weeks within the division that we're in. So lots to take from it. Obviously, can't get away from the fact that we got beat, and that leaves a little lingering disappointment on the Saturday evening. But when you get up and dust yourself down on Sunday and get prepared to go again for the game tomorrow.
And aspects that you can learn from in terms of the couple of goals that you did concede, and the clear messaging from that going forward. Yeah.
There's a lot of clarity, and I'm sure you speak to any management staff after they concede a goal. We'll always find a way that we feel we could have nullified it and stopped it, and we're no different. We do believe they could have been stopped at source, but hey, they've scored, and we've got to learn from it and push on, and that's what's really good about the group that we have. The appetite to improve and the appetite to learn has been there from day one, really, and we look to build on that, and the boys are there fully behind it.
Speaking to you on Monday afternoon, how's training been this morning? Obviously snow over the weekend, but you've been able to get out on the grass this morning? Yeah,
we were able to get out. The credit to the ground staff, they've been magnificent over this last probably month, really, with the different types of weather we've experienced, and there hasn't been a day where we haven't been able to get on the grass. So we tip our hat to them and thank them for the endless work that they do. And it's been a good morning this morning. Got out there, pretty wet, but it was good to get out.
How will you approach this one? There's obviously been a couple more injuries in the camp over these last couple of weeks. In terms of the side that you'll be able to put out, will there be changes? How strong are you going to go?
No, I think there'll be maybe opportunities for one or two, but in terms of the squad, it'll be a pretty similar squad to what we had that travel to Peterborough. So, we want to make no bones about it. It's not a game where people are getting rested or anything like that. There will be one or two that may have niggles that we need to check on tomorrow and see how they are going into the game. But in the main, we're preparing to go and perform and try and win a game of football.
As always, an opportunity if you get that chance to come in from the start and make an impression to do that. The subs that came on at the weekend did make an impression on the game, and you'll be asking for more of the same tomorrow night, no doubt. Yeah,
we will be, and I know yourself and the fans probably go see that impression, but we see it every day, and there's some weeks where some of the boys that are on the bench that don't make the squad are a little bit unlucky and a little bit unfortunate, just due to the sheer quality that we have within the squad, and when the competition is strong, when the numbers are available, then it's big decisions when you're picking the teams, and it'll be no different tomorrow. So if players are afforded the opportunity, we expect them to go and perform because we know what they're capable of. And there may be a little bit of rustiness in terms of match time, but in terms of the training load and the training minutes that this group of players get through on a weekly basis is pretty high, as it's a demanding environment. So we look to see them do well tomorrow.
What are you expecting from Nottingham Forest under-21s? Obviously they've progressed out of the group. They've got a win at Accrington, and we know how difficult it is, the place to go.
Yeah, they got a win at Accrington, they got a win away at Carlisle as well, and within their own division, Premier League 2 and the Premier League Cup and the International Cup that they're in, they're doing reasonably well in all competitions. Well, probably better than reasonably well, really, and it's no surprise to me. I'd be familiar with the manager there, Warren Joyce. He's very demanding, expects an awful lot of his players, and we'll be under no illusions what's going to come tomorrow. But the focus is firmly on us. We've done a bit of homework on the opposition, but we have to wait and see what type of personnel they turn up with tomorrow as well.
How tricky is it to do homework on the opposition when it is an under-21 side?
It's in recent times it's not as tricky as it maybe was 3 or 4 years ago, because there's a lot of footage available now, and to be fair, you know, we've had our scouts out watching games and taking them in, so it's not as difficult as you think, as long as you're willing to do the work and you're willing to go out and have a look and see what they're about. They've flexible through a couple of formations that they've played in recent weeks, so we'll see what personnel that they turn up with on the team sheet tomorrow. But I know from the manager of the opposition, he'll be sets very, very high demands for his players as a team and as individuals, so we'll be looking to match that.
Get to this stage of the competition, Wembley doesn't look too far away, 4 wins to get there, but I'm sure you're going to say that there's only one thing you're focusing on, and that's tomorrow.
Well, you're focusing on the next game, but you know, coming away from that, people complain about some fans and people complain about the numbers of fans and everything else, but I've never seen a Wembley stadium empty come final day. So whatever two teams do get there, you know, they get fully supported by the supporters, and we want to give ourselves an opportunity. But the opportunity is tomorrow night. We've got to look at that game first and foremost, and find a way to perform to beat the opposition.